Thank you so much. If you're tuning in, go grab something to drink, go get something comfortable on, and let's just relax. Well, we're going to be relaxing for 2 hours every Wednesday now. So you are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour with yours truly, Sky Covington. Live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Hold the mic closer. Okay. All right. I know I'm being all whispery because I'm in one of those beautiful moods. All right. We have strict rules that we're not to touch this stuff, so I'm going to be very tender. Okay, can you hear me well now? All right. So again, thank you for watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour live streaming here, and we are about to have a wonderful time. So, how are you doing today? You doing all right? Well, I just want to say I love you and I appreciate you, and let's get into all things jazz. Okay, so what I decided to do today is go to my Facebook page because I have the coolest Facebook page with all the coolest people. And so I'm going to do that. In the meanwhile, I'm going to play a little commercial or a little something for you. Let's see here. Little something for you. All right. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Okay. Yes. So today we have a great show for you. We are one of my one of my favorite people. Giselle is going to be here today. Giselle Carver, and I just want to. I always put an R on her name, but I want to. I'm so excited. She's going to be talking about the Detroit Black Music Awards. This year is going to be a little something different. They're going to do a tribute to the people that we have lost through COVID and through this tumultuous time, you know. But she's going to shed some light. We're going to shed some light. We're going to honor and celebrate those who have passed away. So I'm really excited about that too. And we have okay. So I'm getting revved up, warmed up. I know you are too. How was your day? Just tell me how was your day. You can call in if you like at 313-655 355-6018. Call in, in about at 6:20 if you want to share something, preferably about a gig you're doing, some jazz you found out about. But just to interact with each other was always a wonderful thing to do. We've been having so much fun. I've been having so much fun here, and I'm learning so much about jazz and about my peers and about myself as it relates to no audience, no just a camera, and just being having a good time doing this and not feeling afraid and not feeling bombarded or like I'm talking to myself. This is really I like it. I like being able to reach out to the world and talk about jazz. I know you're saying, okay, Sky, well, let's talk about jazz. Okay, so I'm just grabbing a few little things. Okay, so, just some current some current things, events that's coming up. Hug Detroit Day is coming up, and we're going to have lots of jazz for that day, August 22nd. Yes, yes, yes. You know, we have this year we'll have a citywide event, and we'll have maybe 15 block parties going on, music all over the city, from DJs to live streaming to guys on the street dancing and playing their horns and such. And I'm going to have the after party at the Woodbridge Pub. Hey, we're going to even be here. They're going to have a whole event. Tasha is going to do a fantastic show, and we just have a bunch of stuff going on. It's just going to be so much music, so much love, so many hugs, because it is our ninth annual Hug Detroit Day. Yes. And last year was really weird. I don't like to use the word weird. I want to change the word. It was, what word could I use? Last year for Hug Detroit Day was challenging, but it became adventurous, to say the least, because we still managed to entertain. I don't even want to use the word manage. I want to say we entertained over 20,000 people last year. We had music, live streamed music. I mean, I tell you, it was magnificent. It was so magical that this year I was like, we should not just have one Hug Detroit Day in one little area. Hug Detroit Day is a Metro Detroit type of phenomenon, that we all can just take a little time out and get back to the hugs and the handshakes. How about that? So, yes, it was beautiful. So, we're going to be doing that on the 22nd. And for you that don't know about Hug Detroit Day, let's see here. July 31st, 2018, the resolution, Council President Brenda Jones gave us a resolution recognizing Hug Detroit Day, and recognizing Hug Detroit Day to be on the fourth Sunday in August. And that was very it was a very warm and beautiful thing to do for us. So every year, that's what we do. We get together, we get back to the hugs and handshakes, we embrace, we entertain, and I mean, like a lot of other wonderful events going on. It's just for the people. We want to serve the people. So everybody's getting back to work. Gaylyn McKinney just had a birthday, and it was beautiful. I think they were at Cliff Bell's. That was a wonderful event. Ibrahim Jones, the Dave Murray band, they're back on the road. Yes, and my good friend on Thursday night, Jazz Cats, and Tasha Owens. Where's my manners? I'm getting it. Yeah, we have a plethora of events that go on WJZZ, Cool TV, and WDDS. So, look that stuff up. Look it up. WJZZ, Cool TV has some really great shows coming up for tomorrow. Tasha Owens, Hot Flash Happy Hour. I think that's at 7. And Dawn Webb is doing her show at 6, called Jazz Cats. And I think Yancey is who she's interviewing. So that's going to be a really great show. So, as it relates to the music and everything that's going on, Moody Man, one of my good friends and one of the producers that helped me create the whole Nikki O persona, is doing a show at the Shane Park. at the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. So go ahead and get your tickets because that's going to go on from 9 to 2. And I'll be there. I will be there. Okay, so I'm just going to go through my notes. Let's see what else. The public domain. The public domain is The Great Gatsby is now public domain. I think that would make a great pull some of that those lyrics and all that stuff to create music. Oh, that would be so awesome. I'm going to do that. It's public domain. We could just eat it up like poachers, like just eat it all up. Okay, so Hazel, Dorothy, Scott, June 11th, 1920. The late Hazel Dorothy Scott, born June 11th, 1920, died October 2nd, 1981, is who we were talking about last week. And we had a good time talking about her. Yes, we did. She is a phenomenon, so you have some homework. Go ahead and look her up and play some of her music. She was a Trinidadian, and I hope I'm saying that right. And the first Black American to host her own TV show, The Hazel Scott Show. Uh, Fast forward, she was an activist, and as beautiful and as talented and gifted as she was both beautiful and very brazen and strong. And I love that about her. And when you listen to her music, it's very androgynous. It's very, and her beauty, for me, her beauty is, I'm not going to say androgynous, but she was a very strong woman. And to stand up to racism and all of what that energy and what that brings, and, to still smile at the end and still create music is amazing. So, ode to Hazel Scott. And so you have homework this evening. And I'm just going over my notes because I'm just excited to be here. So I want to be interesting. So we have some questions that we're going to ask later. Okay, so enough of this. Let me just get back to what I was going to do. I was going to play some music for you. So yes, so we're not even going to talk about the Detroit Black Music Awards yet. We won't do that. But I do know that Thornetta, the blues queen, Thornetta Davis, just won the Lifetime Achievement Award. So congratulations, Thornetta. The beautiful Thornetta Davis. Yes. So I'm going to play a tune for you from Hazel Scott because you deserve some Hazel Scott today. She also could play the piano, the dual piano. Unbelievable. Absolutely. Here we go. She has a real, she is That was wonderful. Oh my goodness. All right, so yes. What's going on in the city? Check out Cliff Bell's tonight. Let's see here. Let's what's going on at Cliff Bell's. All right. Yeah, so I'm really having a good time with. I always wanted to do the TV and radio. I'm really having a good time with creating the content. So if there's something that you want me to look into or you might want to hear more of, please give me a ring or a email or DM me. I'm at on Instagram at Sky Covington is Nikki O, and I'm also on Facebook. I have a Sky Covington page, and yeah, if you want me to play something or feature something or spotlight something, please, I will be honored to do so. So remember, you're watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Oh my goodness, and a lot of the social media stations, okay? And we are in this wonderful building, WJZZ, Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Now you can comment, you can like, you can share, and all of those things to let people know, like, I found a really good show. They're really doing some stuff. They're talking. It's intimate. It's beautiful. It's a lot of different levels of entertainment and talk shows and variety here. So yeah, I'm the jazz portion, and we have the blues portions. We have the oh my goodness, a little more jazz portion with Don on Thursdays, blues with Tasha, and we have Al Bracy. We have so many great shows, and you know that already. But yeah, just keep the word out. Pretty please with sugar on top. All right, so let's see what's going on here at Cliff Bell's. And oh my goodness. Oh, I may just go check that out tonight. Yes, so tonight, I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go to the Noah Jackson and Full Circle Residency and Session on tonight. It's $10. There are two separate seatings for this performance at 7:30 and 9:30. Musicians pay no cover when they bring their instrument. Special session drink menu, a Detroit original. Noah Jackson is a bassist, cellist, and composer specializing in Black American music and classical music. Oh boy. Find out more. Let's find out more, shall we? Shall we now? Oh. Oh, yes. I think this is something nice and really nice to do tonight. So, hey, maybe after this we can meet for a cocktail. All right, so let's find some more juicy, juicy stuff. All right, we have the Diego Rivera Quartet on Thursday, July 22nd at 7:30 p.m. to 11:30. All right, $20 a ticket, y'all. Okay, there will be two separate seatings, so yeah, check that out. Yes. The Oliver Mayman Quintet, Sunday, July 25th at 7:30 to 11. Outstanding. Oh, one of my favorites, Sean Dobbins and the Jazz Messengers on Thursday, July 29th at 7:30. All right, so check that out, everyone. There's some jazz in the city. Oh, let's find some more stuff. Okay, so my other favorite, gotta see what jazz is, but I'm hearing on Sunday Sax Appeal. They are really hot. That's what I'm hearing. How hot they are. Yeah, I keep hearing how hot they are, and how packed it is on Sunday at Baker's. But now, if you want to go to Baker's, or if you want to come see the jam session, I host a jam session. Honestly, the jam session is, it's not even about me. I I don't even want to put my name on it. I just want to call it jam sessions because it's really not about me. It's really about the group coming in and just being able to work it out. Ultimately, that's what I wanted. Um, you know, when I do so, Woodbridge on Sunday, it's different. It's a way different vibe than doing a straight concert. It's we get to work things out. Even though in jazz you pretty much working things out your whole way through. Even if you rehearse uh, a zillion times, you're still working it out because that's the power of jazz. That's the art of jazz. The whole improv of it. So I can share this with you. I set my. I'm kind of getting used to Alexa. Alexa and I were having a very difficult time for some time. She came into my home and she was flirting with my husband, and she was not, she wasn't feeling my how I like to run my home. My portion of running the home as the wife, of course, and she was just kind of a little disrespectful. But I think through time, Alexa has really. I think it's the music. It's that music. She know my heart through my music. She's like, you know what? She's not that bad. So we've been pretty much getting along. So I very much appreciate that. So in recent times, I've been working on a book, and my poetry book, and I've also been working on a new music. So I have a lot of music coming out, and a lot of music. So I tell Alexa every day, tell me that I need to write a song at 2 o'clock. So I've been doing that, and I have to do it now. Honestly, have I done that? Mm, hello, hello, beautiful. Just talking to our beautiful people, family. Have I done that? No, but in my spirit, I'm willing it to be. I was just talking about the music portion. Okay, enough of that. Hello, beautiful.
Hello. Wait, let me turn my phone down.
All right. You look so beautiful. Oh.
It's a reflection.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you got your water and your lemon and everything in your but I did have a nice cold water for you just in case. And we
are on live now?
Yeah, we're on air with our beautiful family and friends. And
Misty needs to know how to get in. Misty needs
okay.
to know. Where do you want me?
Wherever you feel comfortable. Yep. All right. So we are here. Now you know. Is it caver or car?
Caver.
Caver. I got it. Okay. I always want to put like Chicago.
No.
I always want to put car as caver.
Caver.
Sky. Yeah. I knew that, but I'm learning. Okay. Instead of messing up, just ask.
Just ask. Okay. No problem.
I've been studying the live streaming and everything. I went to YouTube because the first couple of shows, and everyone. This is my beautiful cousin Tiff. So, and our mentor, our chief and staff, our executive assistants, our production CEO, our queen sister, our everything.
Well, I try to do it all.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
How do we get Misty in?
Okay. So She just come in, just come through the door, and
No,
they'll
I
let
mean
her know.
she wants to phone in or.
Oh, okay. What time? You or we can call her or yeah.
Well, we can call her after, yeah, 'cause she says she wants to listen. She wants to know what's going on. And I
Oh,
told her I didn't
okay.
know how to get in.
We're about to have the president of the Detroit Black Music Awards. So you know what we should do? We should get her on the phone and we all could just kind of hang out.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do that.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh, and I got you a gift.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank you.
love
Thank
non
you.
choppers, so I
Mhm.
just want to share that with you.
Thank you.
And then a gift for you to give to someone else.
Thank you much, honey.
All right, so let's you want to text and give her the number?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that so she can call in.
Yeah.
And my beautiful people that love me so much and that are so patient with me, we're going to have the president of the Detroit Black Music Awards call in shortly. Okay? And so and we're not going to, it's no stress, no bother. We're just going to have a good time and talk about this amazing
The Black Music
event
Awards.
that's been
Yes,
happening
yes,
for
yes.
12 years, right?
12 years.
Yep.
Okay. What is the number?
Okay. 313-355.
Of course, I left my glasses. 313. Okay. 355.
Mm-hmm. 60
60.
6018. This is my magic cup.
And what's in your magic cup?
It's red wine actually.
Okay.
I cannot tell a lie. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're going to have Misty come in. So we're doing that thing. So while we're doing that, let's see. We have let's see. We have a promotion. I saw a promotion on the Detroit Black Music Awards.
The video?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that wonderful?
Yes, we can play it. Yeah. And and you could just, you don't even have to touch it. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
These people with about their instruments. Ooh. These things are very powerful too. These microphones,
Directionals.
you could just relax.
Okay.
Okay, so this was about. Let's see here. Do we have a flyer? Let's see. Oh, okay. You know what? So we're just kind of shooting around until Misty can call in, and then we'll start talking. Do you want to start sharing a little bit?
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
This Black Music Award is going to be so special because we're not giving awards for competition. So it's not the best R&B singer or the best guitarist. We're going to honor some of our friends that we lost last year and we weren't able to say goodbye. And some of them were very, very instrumental in keeping the music going.
Yes.
We're going to honor Sheriff Benny Napoleon because he was always very supportive of anything in the music community. And I am happy and honored to say that Benny and I were in the police academy at the same time.
Okay.
And we're going to honor the life of Donna Faye Collins. A lot of people knew him as, a DJ doing back jam on Friday night.
Yes.
But he was a commander with the sheriff's department. Kenny Bynum was everybody's go-to person. If you needed a singer or you needed someone to support what you were doing, Kenny Bynum. Lorenzo Catfish Jones was always out promoting and pushing blues in the community. And he had a show on WHPR.
Okay.
Brenda Perryman, who was on WHPR, but she was also a school teacher. She was a poet. She was an acting coach, and she was an awesome mentor.
Yes.
Daryl Bell, who was part of our security staff for the Black Music Awards.
Okay.
Michael Modoc, everybody knew him as Muldoon, but he was a sax player and was one of the original horn players for the TFO Horns, who have played for everyone.
Yes.
Let me see who else. Let me look at my list.
Yes.
Nedra Ruffin, the daughter of the late David Ruffin from the Temptations.
And we can talk to our audience this way. I'm
Yes.
still learning. Yeah, we want to make sure, and please forgive me. We want to make sure. I'm just so enwrapped. It's been such a long time, and I'm just so happy to see you. So yes, we have our audience, and we love you. So okay, and we have
And
yes.
we have Cash McCall, who was blues singer, and if you're ever on the west side at Little Mary's, he held it down over there. Ed Samuels, who was the manager for Mark Scott and the Miracles Review.
Okay.
Who else? Reuben Tony Kendrick, and he was a drummer. And can't forget Larry Griffin, who was the glue, the manager, the person that started the group Sirius. And you know, Sirius traveled the world, being a part of Ollie Woodson and his Temptation Review, and they were a regular down at the casino, and that just took a hole out of the music community. Yeah. So those are the 13 people that we're going to give a special tribute to their family. But we also have some Lifetime Achievement Awards that we're going to do, and those include Marlon Bebop Crawford.
Okay.
And Marlon is a percussionist. I met him, say, some 20, 30 years ago. He was working at Club Penta with Chuck and Gwen Scales.
Okay.
And he is everywhere. You can read album covers and things, and it has his name. Coco, the comedian, whose name is Ginger Hudson. Yes. And what we like about Coco is, I don't care what show she's doing, she always has a positive message, you know, for the people, you know, and to tell women how to, you know, look out for yourself. Yeah. And we have, who else? The New Anxiety Band. Now, the New Anxiety Band were like the staple in the 60s and 70s, and maybe, I would say 70s and 80s. They played behind a lot of people. Al Hudson and One Way. Yes. You know, Al Hudson has been one of Detroit's gems. And, you know, the members in the band change off and on because, you know, at one point, Alicia Myers was in the group. Okay. And the biggest surprise that we're going to have is radio, Ray Parker Jr. Radio. Okay. They will receive a Lifetime Achievement Award featuring Arnell, my eyes are watering, featuring Arnell Carmichael. Not sure yet if Ray is going to be here. We're trying to get him here. Yes. But Arnell and the other group, the foundation of the group, they will be here. Sometimes what we forget to say is thank you, we honor you, and appreciate you. Yes. So that's what the Black Music Awards has been about. The people that are playing in the clubs and that are steady out here supporting what they do. And we need to say thank you and say we appreciate you and come and let us love on you. Yes. The hardest thing about the musicians and people that we lost with COVID, you couldn't say goodbye. Yeah. You couldn't say goodbye. So the families were grieving by themselves. Oh. Yes. And we've got some wonderful performances. I'm not going to give away all of the people that are going to perform in tribute to these artists, but there's going to be some surprises, and the tickets are $35. Yes. and we're doing black and white after 5.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
when was the last time you really had a chance to dress up and come out and be beautiful and see some of the people that you love? So that will be a time for that. And the sheriff is going to be there,
Okay.
so that when we present to Benny Napoleon's daughter and to the wife of Donna Faye Collins, we want him to be there because, you know, they lost
Oh.
a big part of their department. I don't know if you've been around Benny Napoleon. He always had a smile.
Yes.
He always had a smile. He was never too busy for
Okay.
anyone, and that just really was hard for us
Yes.
to lose him like that. Hoping to have his brother Hilton there because Hilton was in the hospital on a ventilator. He was really sick for a long time, but he was able to come back
Yeah.
from having COVID. So, and we have another special guest that's going to be there,
Okay.
Arliss Swacker. We call him
Okay.
DJ Skip. Back in the day, in the clubs, DJ, he was always out there and such a positive force. And he was in the hospital for about 4 months
Okay.
and like 6 weeks in a coma with COVID.
Okay.
And his daughters live out of state, but they would call and have them to put the phone to his ear and talk to him. And I'm saying that our prayers and the influence of his daughters hearing their voices in his comatose state brought him back from COVID. And so he has a message for the people about, no matter the negativity that you hear about getting the vaccine, he's living proof that when you get it, you might still get sick, but being on this side, taking the vaccine is so important. It's so important. That lessens your chance of getting it. When you get the vaccine, that lessens the chance of you getting any of the new variants.
Okay.
So that's very important. And he's going to talk to us about it.
Yeah.
And you're going to sing.
I'm going to sing. Yes.
Yes.
And actually, it's a plethora of amazing, all of my favorite people.
Mia Johnson is going to sing a tribute to Benny because when he was running during his campaign, he would always have her to come and sing. So she said, regardless, I'm going to be there and I'm going to sing.
Yes.
So that'll be
That'll
good.
be so good. Yeah, we have my two partners in my show, the Satin Down Review, Faye Bradford and Nina Simone Neal.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, they're
Both
going
showmen,
to do.
yes.
That's what friends are for, because they will be honoring State Rep Isaac Robinson. He made sure that the folks up in the State House knew that the Contours were still singing, that the Vandellas were still singing, that Ronnie Nelson, a drummer that started the TFO horns, because I don't know if you know, the TFO horns started out as the sound of the Floaters Orchestra, because they all started out playing with the Floaters, and they kept the name TFO, and the horns have been playing with everyone from here and all across the world. They've played. So, Isaac Robinson took care of the entertainers. Whenever you had something, he was there. And for the last 3 years, he was the host of the Black Music Awards. So we really, really miss him.
Yes.
And he made sure that everyone knew that he loved music.
Yes, he's very special. Very special. Yes. Wow, this is going to be a very touching. You have to bring your Kleenex to this one.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's going to be.
I guess we
yeah.
should go get us some, like, the church nurses and
Yeah,
have
I'm
them
gonna
down
have to
there
get.
with
Yeah,
them.
I'm gonna have to get
Because
some
I know
nurses in there.
I am going to.
Yeah.
I am the production manager, and I'll be doing all the backstage and the
Mhm.
running. But I know hearing some of the tributes, and I always cry when I hear you sing because
Yeah.
it's always so beautiful. So
Oh,
I'm gonna try
thank you.
not to cry.
Oh, and
Be a
that
big
song
baby.
too. I can't. I don't think I'm supposed to tell the
Don't say-
song, but this song is very special to me. Very special in so many different ways. So I'm honored. I'm honored to be a part of the Detroit Black Music Awards, especially this show, because it was like one gut punch after another with the for that whole year.
Yes.
And Isaac. I mean, everybody had a story, you know, and he just really made sure that if you had a dream, that if he could help you live it in any sort of way, that he would do that. So he was one of those type of men. And I think on his birthday, August 7th, they're doing Sherry is doing a state rep. Sherry.
Yeah,
Yeah, Joe.
I have asked her to
Yeah.
come to make the presentation for Isaac. And there's another young lady, and I'm not remembering her name right now, but she is a state rep out of Tampa, Florida. And
Okay.
she's flying in because when Isaac has been the MC, the host for the music awards, she met him. So she said she would come here because she is a state rep, and they were talking politics. So she's coming to town for
Oh,
that.
that's beautiful. Let's call Misty. I can just call her.
Okay.
Um,
'Cause she didn't respond back to my
it's okay.
text.
Yeah, so again, I just want to tell everyone that you are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour live here on WJZZ, on WJZZ Cool TV, with our beautiful guest, the producer of the Detroit Black Music Awards, among a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Forwarded to an automatic.
She's not
Yes,
answering.
and we are talking about this wonderful event that's going on. It's going to be some jazz, it's going to be some tears, it's going to be some testimonies, and it's going to be a celebration of and a
And
tribute.
We have another special guest as well. David Winans from the Winans family is
yes.
going to sing. He's going to
David
bless us with a
Winans.
song.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
It's a tribute show.
yes.
This Detroit Music Award is different. It's a tribute show, so that it won't be a competition this year. I actually my first award for singing outside of the state fair, outside of the state fair trophy that I had, and I think maybe one other award. That was from the Showtime at the Apollo for not getting booed, for at least getting, was the Detroit Black Music Award.
Oh,
That was
really?
my first award was, and was the first, my first award was the Detroit Black Music Awards, and I met Misty, and I met and it made me feel good because I was trying to so hard to not, when you're young, you kind of all over the place, and I'm doing cartwheels, and I'm doing the moon dance, and I'm all over the place, and then, but the people, Misty Love, you, the Audra, people that you see in your life moving in a real beautiful pace and doing so much and involving themselves in so much, and then you want to be like your sisters, your sister queens, and so that was my first award. And so every year I'm so honored to do anything I can do, even if it's doing a flyer or putting we're not doing a flyer, but promoting a flyer or promoting, because I'm pretty good at that, promoting. So, or I'll do whatever. I mean, I'll do whatever just to be a part of people, like-minded people that think about their other people, not themselves. You know, and that's what you are. That's the type of person you are. So, okay, so I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
I have questions.
Okay.
Okay. And okay, so I have my let's see. What's the story behind your production company?
Well, when I started out in production, I'll tell you, I was watching the news, and it was back, say, in the 80s, and the very first United Negro College Fund telethon, and they were doing things here in Detroit, and they were looking for volunteers. So I went to their meeting, and when they started doing this, they would have remote locations in people's houses.
Okay.
And I asked them, I said, now you're going to be inviting people to come to these houses to give money. What have you thought about security? Because we were going to, at that time, Dr. Perkins, a dentist that lived in this fabulous mansion.
Yes.
And you're inviting people to come to his house, and he has a bunch of artwork and sculptures. What are you looking at for security? And they said, well, we hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
So me being a police officer,
Okay.
I set up their security. And then I started watching the things that needed to be done.
Excellent.
And I started learning about how to produce a show, how to look at what's going on and make the pieces fit. And that year I met David Miles because he was the musical director. And I started asking him, who did he have working to help him? And he said, well, you know, I'm a firefighter, and I just, some of my firefighter boys, they show up, and whatever need to have done, they do it.
Okay.
And that's how I started.
Really?
And I started working for David, and that took me into meeting a lot of other entertainers that came, and I saw that when you are an entertainer, you think about getting to the stage and singing.
Yes.
But a lot of times you don't think about, is anybody putting water in my dressing room? Is anybody making sure that all the guys are going to be here on time?
Yeah.
You know, is the music set
That's
up?
so important.
So I learned step by step
Okay.
by just stepping out there on faith and
Okay.
saying, okay, I'm going to do this.
Excellent. So, you know, it's almost time to go, but I still want to ask more questions because, you know, I didn't know that you were a police officer. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I joined the police department in 1975.
Oh, my goodness.
And
That's
I
exciting.
was in like the second or third group of women that actually were put on the street.
Really?
So
oh,
we
my
had
goodness.
to make it so that folks will know that we were there, because a lot of the wives didn't like the fact that women were staying in the cars 8 hours with the husbands, and that became a problem, you know, and the men didn't want to work with you, and that became a problem. So you had to suck it up. And this was my career. It wasn't just a job.
Yes.
So I managed to stay there. I got promoted in 1986 to sergeant and made history doing that because my older brother was on the job. And my older brother, Greg, and I were the first black brother and sister in the history of law enforcement in the state of Michigan to make sergeant at the same time.
Oh, Jessamine Caver, ladies and gentlemen.
Giselle.
Giselle, see? You know what? No, let me tell you this. I kid you not. I always say, I know it's Giselle. But when I get nervous, I say Jessamine. I don't know why I do that. But of course I know
Because you're
it's Giselle.
saying it phonetically.
I'm saying it right. I'm like a rhythm, like in my head. Well, I'm glad that you understand that because I said, I told my husband, I said, "Our Lord, I hope." I know that he probably looking on the phone like she really did that.
That's okay.
Well,
That's okay.
anyway, that Giselle Caber, ladies and gentlemen, is full of mystery and surprises. Because you're so you are very organized and you display a very calm nature and very soft spoken.
But see, that's what the women
Mm-hmm.
brought to the police department in the
Okay,
70s.
I
You don't
understand
have
that.
to be rough, right? You don't have to
Yes,
do that
yes,
because you'll never hear me speak louder than this if I'm in a business
it's
setting
beautiful.
or when I was dealing with prisoners. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you're upset, in order for you to hear me,
Mm-hmm.
you have to calm down
Yes.
because you can't hear me if I'm screaming.
I love it. I love it. I love sitting here and I apologize. I do get a little nervous
That's okay.
sometimes.
Why are you
I
nervous?
always get a little nervous because I maybe I'll find a different word, but I'm just so enjoying it so much
Okay.
that sometimes I just flip over my words
You get
sometimes.
excited,
Yes,
nervous.
yes. But
Yes.
and I and it's okay. I understand because I always get nervous whenever I'm doing a thing that I love to do, and maybe it is exciting.
It's exciting.
Maybe I need to change my words with that.
It's
Maybe I need to give
exciting.
that word. I'm just hold on to that word
But
so
but
much.
you are so invested in what you do, and it's okay.
I want to
It's
do a good job, and I want to represent
you
you in the
do
best
a
way.
good job. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, she and I are related. We're doing genealogy searches, and I come across her, and it's like I know that across the world, across the history, most of us are genetically connected.
Yeah.
And I am a collector of souls and spirits. And when I met you, I just fell in love with you.
Oh,
So
thank you.
it makes me a better person.
It makes you know what this show this is so healthy for me too. I was so happy. I really needed something to hold on to when everybody did. But it was a thing where you felt like sometimes you would feel like it's not going on as it's something happened to you. It would be that type of moments where you're like, well, wow, this is unusual. I haven't heard from anybody. It's like, no, nobody's heard from anybody.
Nobody can talk.
Did you go through that type of?
Yes, I did, because so many of the people that we are honoring were personal friends, and so many other friends and associates that were dying that you could not say goodbye to, and some of them that died you didn't know
Yeah.
because nobody knew because we weren't there. And the
Yeah.
thing is about the music community is we're family.
Yes, we are. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching WJZZ Cool TV, the Preservation of Jazz Hour, with your hostess, Sky Covington, with our very special guest, my cousin, Giselle Caber, the production management of the Detroit Black Music Awards, and so much more to our community, to our city. We want to give all the love to Misty Love, the president of the Detroit Black Music Awards,
And Billy Wilson.
and
from
Billy
Motown
Wilson, of
alumni.
course, the Motown alumni, and I'm holding your hand. I'm just so grateful, and
Okay.
we're grateful for you. Is anything else we can say real
No,
fast?
just make sure you get your tickets.
Get your ticket.
And you can go to dbmafundraiser.com and get your tickets.
Yes.
That's dbmafundraiser.com and get your tickets.
All
We will
right.
also have tickets at the door, black and white, after 5. Please be there to support our event.
Yes, we love you, and good night. Mwah.